Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everyone. Let me introduce myself. Hi, my name is Aat Asila Putri. My student ID is 68. I'm from Radiology B and I'm member of group 9. And this is my partner.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everyone. Let me introduce myself. Hello, my name is Auliara Natasha. My student ID is 9H. I am from Radiology B and I'm member of group 9.
Hello, my name is Ananda Satria Rosim Nozak. I'm from Bengkulu.
Today, my group and I are going to present about quality education with the title Contribution of Education for Sustainable Development to Quality Education. Before we start, I want to ask you a question. What do you think about quality education? Have you ever thought about it? Now, let's take a look at the definition. Quality education is not something that has only one definition or one fixed form. It is a dynamic concept. It means it keeps changing depending on the social, economic, and environmental context. This means that what works in one place might not work in another. So, education must be locally relevant and culturally appropriate in order to be truly effective. That's why, around the world, quality education can look very different, but the goals remain the same to help students grow and success. Now, let's talk about why quality education is important. According to UNESCO, there are two main reasons why quality education matters. First, it focuses on cognitive development, which means helping students think, learn, and understand. This is the main goal of every education system. Second, it promotes values and attitudes. This helps students become responsible, caring, and creative individuals. So, quality education is not only about academic knowledge. It's also about building character, encouraging creativity, and preparing students to be good citizens.
The theory is, this study used the theory of three main models of quality in education, resulting in the following 5 essential questions. The first, how can ESD update and improve educational purpose and outcomes? Second, how can ESD help to improve and enrich school curriculum development? And third, how can ESD guide students to have the knowledge, skill, and values to care for and solve the sustainable development so that will arise in their lifetime? Or, how can ESD help strengthen the partnership between schools and other stakeholders, including the surrounding community? 5. How can ESD promote innovation in the teaching, learning, conceptual framework?
Now, I'd like to talk about some educational challenges in my area, Kota Bumi, North Lampung. First, bullying cases involving physical and psychological violence at Junior High School 7 Kota Bumi highlight the need for better supervision and safety measures. There was a serious bullying case at Junior High School 7 where a student was physically and emotionally harmed by classmates. This highlights the need for better supervision and safety measures in some schools. Secondly, low teacher competence, particularly in pedagogical skills, needs improvement at High School 3 Kota Bumi to better assess and support students' progress. A study at High School 3 Kota Bumi found that many teachers still need to improve their pedagogical skills, particularly in evaluating students' progress and helping them reach their full potential. And lastly, lack of database planning hinders effort to optimize education, so initiatives like the education report card are being introduced. educational planning in Kotabumi still needs improvement. Many schools don't fully use data for decision making, but the Education Office has started training programs to address this.
Educational challenge in Sumbawa with Nusa Tenggara. The people of Sumbawa have varying levels of education. In my area, particularly in Kukin Village, Sumbawa with Nusa Tenggara, education is not considered a top priority by the community. Many families struggle to afford school fees for their children. They believe that instead of spending money on education, it is better to use the money to buy farmland or rice field, which are seen as more profitable and beneficial for the whole family. Cause of the problem: the first, low socioeconomic condition; second, lack of awareness about the importance of education; third, limited motivation for opportunity to pursue higher education; fourth, lack of access to ability of higher education facilities.
Okay, next, education challenges in Ahyang, Regency, Bengkulu Province. Number 1, shortage of civil servant educator or ASN. Number 2, school dropout caused by several factors, including family economic condition, lack of interest in learning, low level of parental education, parent low perception of formal education, and negative peer influence. Number 3, quality of facilities and resources. Number 4, allegation of corruption and misappropriation of school operational assistance or BOS fund.
Solution to solve the issue is: the first, teacher distribution and capacity building. Ensure equal teacher distribution in area like Kukin Village, West Nusa Tenggara, and Kapahiang, Bengkulu, while providing continuous training to improve teacher competence in Kotabumi, North Lampung. Second, community empowerment and safe school environment. Raise public awareness about the importance of education through local outreach, anti-bullying programs in Kotabumi, and culturally sensitive approach in Nusa Tenggara and Bengkulu. Third, access information and data-based planning. Provide educational support for underprivileged families in West Nusa Tenggara and Bengkulu, and promote the youth education report card in Kotabumi to support data-driven planning and discussion making.
Conclusion and hopes. The education now challenges in Kukin Village, NTB, Bengkulu, and Lampung Utara may differ from teacher shortage and limited awareness to bullying and lack of database planning. However, they all share a common need for sustainable and inclusive solution. We hope that talks collaboration between government, educator, and local communities, every student regardless of location will have access to quality education, supportive environment, and a bright future.
On this slide are the references we use in both the material and the presentation. Thank you for your time and attention. We hope this presentation has been helpful. See you next time. I close by wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.